John needs 12 grand to change his name to John. He currently has 4 grand available. What simple annual interest rate should John use to get enough money in 10 years? There is a phrasing in all 3 of these problems. What was that phrasing that appeared in every single one of these problems? Word before that, simple annual interest rate. This is the nice section. It's the only nice section, unfortunately, because all the words have simple. So when you're talking about simple annual interest rates, you're using one of these 2 formulas. In real life, you barely see investing in a simple annual interest rate. What typically happens is your interest will be compounded monthly, is usually how it goes, sometimes daily or quarterly. That means every month, every day, every quarter you're earning interest. But these, I should say, are the basis for all other interest formulas. So that's why we start there. So once you hear simple annual interest rate, you're thinking one of these 2. And then depending on the question, you figure out what letter you need. So here it says, what simple annual interest rate should he use? What letter are we trying to solve for? R. Good. He wants to go from 4 grand to 12 grand in 10 years. So, just like before, we can use either one of the formulas. Which one would you like to use? Does not matter. We'll do both, but let's do the I one. If we're going to pick the I formula, remember capital I represents the interest earned. If he's going from 4 grand to 12 grand, how much interest does he need to earn? 8 grand. Very good. P is what he's starting with. What's he starting with? R is what we're trying to find. T is 10 years. Now this is a very nice one. We can clean out that coefficient of R. What is 4,000 times 10? 40,000. How do we finish solving for R? Good. What is 8,000 over 40,000 as a decimal? 20%. 0.2, or as a percentage, 20%. Remember, to go decimal to percent, you go the other way, 2 places to the right. Yay. If you pick the A formula, this is a little more straightforward. You would basically do the same thing that we did in the previous example. A would be the 12,000. P would be the 4,000. Oh gosh. Instead of dividing by 4, if I chose to instead distribute the 4,000, you will notice that I'm going to have to write it down here. To solve for R, the next thing we would do is subtract 4 grand from both sides. Well, if we subtracted 4,000 from both sides, that puts us at this line here. And then you would just continue from there. So it does not matter which one you use. Pick your favorite. Just make sure you understand I is the interest earned or charged. R is the interest rate. T is what you start with. A, for right now, is what you end with.